UK.
The worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown. The four worlds formed again and yet again, as endless eons wheeled and passed. Time and the pure essences of heaven, the moisture of the earth, the powers of the sun and the moon, all worked upon a certain rock old as creation. And it became magically fertile. That first egg was named Thought. Tathagata Buddha, the father Buddha, said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.
Born from an egg on a mountain top, the monkiest monkey that ever walked. He knew every magic trick under the sun. He pleased the gods and everyone and had some fun. Monkey magic, 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 monkey magic.
Put the phone down and switch the radio off.
Iain Lee's 2-hour-long late-night radio show starting at 11 every weeknight, except Fridays.
I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. I can't get no. I can't get no. Driving in my car, man comes on the radio. He's telling me more and more about some useless information, supposed to fry my imagination. I can't get no. No. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I said. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. I can't get no. I can't get no. When I'm watching my TV and a man comes on and tells me how white my shirts can be. But he can't be a man 'cause he doesn't smoke the same cigarettes as me. I can't get no. No. Hey, hey, hey. That's what I said. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no good reaction, 'cause I tried, and I tried, and I tried, and I tried. I can't get no.
stuff is always happening. Last night on the Iain Lee Show, this stuff was happening.
Let's try and make tonight's show clean.
Will that help me find out the size of my appendage if I stand in a doorway?
Do they have to do bum checks on everyone that goes in?
I've had a little bit to drink.
Then I could secrete a paperclip up my bum and work my way out.
Don't touch me.
Talking of cougars, Ginger's my pig.
Whoa! Whoa! This is like...
Baker.
This is like travelling through time on acid.
I'll rub up very nicely.
I'm a cougar!
I do worry that one day people will realise that there is actually no substance to this show whatsoever.
So I'm a little bit drunk and I thought I'd call in and say hi.
You can't have a 4-year engagement before you get married.
It's actually a girl.
Get in there! This is what I'm talking about.
I sent Jeff Lloyd a card with a request on it, but he sent it back.
If you're a bouncer and you want a piece, come and get some, my friend. I will take you all on.
Yeah, I might be popping up later.
Don't forget to download the podcast.
Well, there you go. And so suddenly it's Thursday. The week has flown by in 1 hour and 53 minutes. It's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. Although, saying that, I'm back in here tomorrow at 1 o'clock because Keith Lemon's coming in to record and film an interview. He's promoting his fitness DVD. I'm sure it's... I cannot believe it, Captain, that man is bringing out a fitness DVD. Have you seen his gut? Have you seen it? I mean, he's got a beautiful face, but a hideous body. But he's coming in tomorrow for an interview that we'll play out maybe next week, and it's being filmed as well, so it'll probably go up online. I was trying to get Verinda, who is, for new listeners, Verinda is one of the regular callers. He's a simple young lady. I was trying to persuade him to come in and do the interview with me, and he bottled it. He completely bottled it. So, anyway, I'm shattered. Yeah? Are you? I was working before this. That's not your concern. I got paid for it. I don't expect any sympathy. I was doing a pub quiz for a load of drunk people, and it was a lot of fun, and everyone was very, very nice. But it meant shouting for 2.5 hours, and so I'm knackered, and I've been busy all day tidying stuff and free cycling and doing all of this stuff. So you find me in a weakened state, and I apologise in advance that I'm not on full fire. But yesterday's show... If you missed it, I do recommend you get the podcast, just as an example of how the show can go wrong if it's just blokes involved. My producer, Eloise, is off with a poorly back. Maybe back next week, maybe never back. Yeah, I just dropped that bombshell. And so I've got producer Mark who's helping me out. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening.
Jeez, you're loud.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's me, don't you worry. I'll do that now. And then we had two of the listeners, Gatford and Stewart. I don't know who they are either. Come into the studio. It got very boisterous, and there were a lot of penises.
It did indeed. We needed a female touch.
Yeah.
But look what I've done. Look what I've done.
What have you done? Oh, look at that!
I bought myself a wig.
Jeez. You look like hot... Seriously, if the lights were a little bit darker and if I still drank, I would totally have a fumble there. Look at that. You can't see, dear listener. We'll get you to come and stand in front of the webcam a little bit later on.
Yeah, sure.
He's got a shocking blue wig. The kind of wig that tarts wear.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If I have a daughter, I hope she grows up to be a tart. No, hang on. Did I just say that? No. So tonight's show... has to be. We got a little bit carried away yesterday with the filth and the muck and the testosterone, and all of that stuff. So tonight I want it to be a bit more lady-friendly, a little bit more feminine. Hence the wig. We've got a very butch lady on as the first caller. It's Cougar Pammy.
Don't call me a butch lady.
No, over in this country, that's a compliment.
No, it is not.
No, it's not. It's an insult.
I'm going to apologise. I haven't heard last night's show yet, but I believe I was on it, but I was intoxicated.
You took advantage of a young man.
No, he took advantage of me. He put double rums in my drink.
He put something where?
Double rums in my drink.
He was a third of your age, and you took advantage of him. Shame on you, you dirty woman.
He was a teensy bit too young.
I wish that happened to me.
I didn't realise he was so ginger, and he has a lot of product in his hair.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
They didn't do that in the 60s, did they?
No, but I thought it was maybe something about Mary in his hair.
Oh, for goodness sakes, woman. Come on, we're trying to make the Tonight Show a little... Oh, Jesus. No, hang on. Shut up. We've an emergency, Mark. I've spilt tea all over the desk and the screen.
I'll get to it. Shall I go get some cloths or something? Quickly.
Oh, my God. This is, a bad thing has happened. Oh, my
Has he
God.
got tissues? What's he
He's
got?
going to go and get something. A bad thing has happened. Basically, T is over the screens. Of course, if you're my boss listening, I'm just joking. I'm just doing this.
You're
This is
in so much trouble.
This is a little piece I'm doing for comic effect. This hasn't really happened. But if you're a normal listener, yes, it has!
Oh, my
Christ.
God.
Never
Is it on
mind.
the electrical bits?
Some of them, yes. More importantly, I've wasted half a cup of tea, but yes, some of the equipment, of course.
So that wouldn't have happened if Eloise was there.
No, it wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened because she wouldn't have made me a cup of tea. That's
Exactly, that's about right.
That's
But
about it.
tell me, did you tell me that Gatford and Stuart went into the studio afterwards?
That's correct. Yes, two of the listeners
I'm gonna
came into the
tell
studio.
him.
Why?
He should have taken me with you.
No. They wouldn't have been allowed in if... By the way, webcammers, Mark is about to come in wearing his wig, so go rush to your webcams now. It's worth it. If you squint, it would work for you.
No. That's not even worth tissues, no.
Thank you, Mark. Look at that. Look, Mr. Grace, if you are listening, of course, that is a joke, and I've not spilt tea anywhere. It's just a little comedy thing we like to do. But if you're a listener, I've spilt tea everywhere!
Now, I've got to you, in the front row, there was...
You're talking about the Barry from Watford show that happened yesterday. I don't know why.
Did you hear about the first fellow that was on that was dressed in a ballerina outfit?
I heard something about it, yes.
He was so funny. Very good act. But I met Kitty as well. She's a bit mental.
You met who?
Kitty?
Kitty?
Yeah.
Or Missy?
Was it Missy?
Well, yeah, I don't think Kitty was there.
I was a bit laddered. It could have been Missy. I don't know.
Okay.
But also Tony Nutman was there with his dad, Dougie.
You know, this is like my gran telling me about her holiday to Swaziland.
Oh, I'm not that bad, am I?
It's a little bit dull. The thing is, Pam, it's dull for the listeners who don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, okay then. And you know, why did Vinny bottle out? That's about going to Keith Lemon, because I think Kim Lemon is
Kim Lemon.
Like, Keith Lemon, I think he's got... You know what makes Keith Lemon attractive?
Yes.
It's not his... don't ever call him ginger. He doesn't like that. You've got to say strawberry blonde.
Right.
He likes that. But it's his confidence which is attractive.
Yeah, he's very confident.
And he has a nice big belt buckle and he has good shoes. He wears good shoes, that
I will
man.
check his shoes out tomorrow when I speak to him. I've never really studied his shoes.
Now, my daughter has already given me her request for Christmas presents.
Okay.
She wants me to take her to see Louis Spence.
Oh, yeah.
In Panto.
Oh.
He is appearing with Mr. Hasselhoff, the Hofmeister.
Right.
At Wimbledon Theatre in Peter Pan, I think.
Cougar, can I cut you off for being quite boring?
Okay, then, bye.
Thank you, there we go. Okay, let's go to... We have, 0330 123 1215 is the phone number if you want to take part. I'm not going to even bother throwing out any topics this evening for two reasons. The first reason is... Whenever I do put topics out there, no one really responds to them. The second reason is I haven't thought of any. And that's perhaps the most important of the two reasons. So if you want to call up and just have a chat, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Let's go see who we've got here on. Yes, line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello, my name is Yannick. How are you doing?
Okay, Gary...
Yannick is my name. How are you doing?
Gary, if you call up one more time between now...
Yeah, my name is Yannick. It's not Gary.
Okay, Gary, here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm going to do. Either admit you're Gary or you're banned forever, and we won't take any more unknown withheld numbers.
Well, it's me.
Okay.
How do you know it's me, though?
Because you are rubbish at voices. Now, you are now banned until March the 26th. If you phone up one more time between now and March the 26th...
Yeah.
You're banned forever.
Why?
Because I make the rules.
It's a bit mean, innit, mate?
My show.
Yeah, but, you know, some people like me.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I got 12 votes, so I'm some people.
Rob, this sounds fair, doesn't it? If Gary phones up between now and March the 26th, banned for life.
Yeah!
Sounds fair, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, mate, you're rubbish. You're not as good as Eloise.
Stay pilchard, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So, Gary, do we have a deal?
Can I get an amnesty after New Year?
No, the deal was up until February, then every time you phoned, you kept adding a week. Now we're up to March the 26th.
Yeah, but I don't know how you find me out every time you expose me.
Because you're rubbish at voices, that's
I'm
why.
not that bad. Well, listen, mate, I did get you for a while with that Scottish bloke. Do you remember?
Okay. No, you didn't. I was just pretending. Now...
And what about Jeremy? That was good.
Okay. if you phone up between now and March the 26th, you are banned forever. And you always phone up on withheld numbers, so...
Yeah, but there's also that nasty bloke who phones up, whatever.
He doesn't phone up anymore.
And...
Okay, so say goodbye for the last time, and I'll speak to you on March the 26th.
Can I do a little rap?
Nope. Say goodbye.
But can I say something else?
No. Say it on Talk Sport or say it on the Richard Bacon Show. Don't say it on mine.
Oh, yeah, did you hear me on Bacon?
No, I didn't. Say goodbye. If you don't put the phone down, in 5 seconds, you're banned for life. 5, 4,
Eloise, I love
3,
you.
2, 1. What a knob. Rob Bonet.
Hey-o!
That sentence could have applied to you as well, if I'm being completely honest.
Job opportunity for you, potentially.
Go on, what's this? Go on.
The rumours are hot. Apparently, the One Show.
What's happened? What's happened?
There's a rumour going around Mr. Manford's no longer going to be on the telly.
Really?
This could be your gig.
Because of all the naughtiness, the boobies?
I don't know, and I don't want to speculate on the national radio station.
Well, where have you heard this rumour about Jason Manford?
Well, I was looking at some ladies on the internet, and it popped up. So I finished, and then I clicked, and then obviously it's there.
Yeah.
This could be your gig.
Oh, I'd love to be back on the telly.
You could drop the gut.
Oh, I could drop
Put on the good clothes.
Drop my guts?
No, drop the gut.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yes, thank you.
I've seen you and come down with me. Come on.
All right, steady.
Yeah. You know, stop shopping at the old man shops now.
Yeah.
Back to the young trendy shops.
Oh, this could be it, Rob, to start dyeing my hair.
T-shirts with logos.
Oh, I'm making a comeback.
You could be there.
Oh, this would be wonderful. Could you put in a good... Sorry?
Not going to happen, is it?
Probably not, no.
Do you want to try it anyway? Why don't I say, coming up, we've got Squeaky McLean in Sheffield.
Coming up later on, we've got Squeaky McLean in Sheffield, who'll be looking at ants.
There you go, you're there. You're back in business.
But before that, it's Giles Brandreth talking about bread. I can do it.
Yeah. Quick topic for tonight.
Yes.
You can do the best darts voice.
Dog's voice?
Darts voice.
Oh, go on then, do a darts voice.
Oh, you need it. Mine's terrible.
Yeah, that was poor. But thank you, Rob.
Love you.
Don't love you.
Say back.
Love you.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, bye.
Idiot.
I don't have to leave anymore. What I have is right here. Spend my nights and days before, searching the world for what's right here, underneath and unexplored. Islands and cities I have looked. Here I saw something I couldn't overlook. I am yours now, so now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found now, so now I'll never explore. See what I've done.
That bridge is on fire, yeah, that's the way I've been. I'm froze by desire, no need to leave.
Where would I be?
If this were to go under, that's the risk I take. I'm froze by desire, as if a choice I made.
And I am yours now, so now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found now, so now I'll never explore. I am yours now, so now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found now, so now I'll never explore.
This is the Absolute Radio. Weekend mornings brought to you by Treebor Soft Mints. Dave Gorman.
When I started at the new school, I would go and play football with the other boys and not say, no, I don't like football. I might have turned out a normal person if I'd done that.
But then you probably wouldn't be here now if that was the case.
Very true.
I'll be honest with you, Marty, you're not hired for your normal personness.
Dave Gorman, Sunday mornings at 10. Brought to you by Treebor Soft Mints. Working towards a mintier world.
Absolute Radio. When Yellow Pages launched in the 60s, it was easier to find a good time than a good restaurant. But things have changed. And if you look for local restaurants in your Yellow Pages nowadays, you won't just find a huge choice, you'll find full menus and money-off vouchers too. And with our new video channel on yell.com, you can see exactly where you're going before you get there. So you can be sure the decor won't put you off your dinner. Whatever you need. Yell and you'll find.
Right, well, you know, you got the wooden flooring, that's going to add a fair bit, and the panelling don't come cheap, but I should be able to knock a little bit off for labour, so let me have a little look, say £5,467.19.
Turn estimated bills into accurate ones with our online Energy Smart service. You'll only pay for the energy you use each month, putting you firmly in control. Find out more at britishgas.co.uk. Look after your world with British Gas. Exclusions apply.
Think big. Now think huge. Because every Friday, Euro Millions gives you the chance to win a simply staggering jackpot. Plus, every week, we also guarantee that one lucky ticket will win £1 million from the UK Millionaire Raffle. Get your huge Euro Millions ticket today. Terms and conditions, games, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 16 or over.
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. She wants him so badly, knows what she wants to be. Inside her, there's longing. This girl's an open page, bookmarking. She's so close now. This girl is half his age. Don't stand so close to me. Don't stand so close to me. Her friends are so jealous. You know how bad girls get. Sometimes it's not so easy to be the teacher's pet. Temptation
hope Jason's. I like Jason Manford. He's a good lad, and I would never wish him any ill at all. He's a very, very nice chap. I hope everything is all right. Right, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. People have called up already. I have no idea why. Let's go to Daria and Mia. Hello, Daria and Mia. Hello?
Sorry, we're just going to turn our radio off. Hang on.
All right, turn it. Yeah, go on. Hello, who's this?
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Are you there?
Yes, we're here. Are we on the radio?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Oh, okay, cool. Hiya, I'm Dara. This is my little sister, Mia. Say hi.
Hello, Daria. Hello, Mia.
Hiya, we just want to ring because when we were on holiday this summer, we played your podcast constantly because we were on a really boring family holiday.
Oh, no.
And do you remember a little boy saying, I'm talking about waffles?
I do remember a little boy saying, I'm talking about waffles. That was Harry Bauer.
Because we had that as our ringtone for ages.
Wow. How old are you
It's
both?
amazing. I'm 20 and Mia's 15. We do have another sister, but she's in bed because she's boring.
Yeah, wicked, boring. How old's the one in bed?
16.
Yeah,
And
what a
she's got-
loser.
Yeah, but no, she's not a loser. She's
Oh.
really cool because she's got a boyfriend who's 23.
Jeez, is that allowed? I suppose it is.
Oh, I don't know.
23. How old are you, Mark?
I'm 25, soon to be 26.
Okay, let's say you're 25, so that's like you going out with an 18-year-old. Could you handle that?
No.
I don't
The
know.
thing is, the age difference between those two ages, 16 to 23, is huge.
That's massive.
Later,
wow.
it's not.
Yes, Daria, what?
It's wrong, isn't it?
It is wrong. It's a little bit seedy.
She told him. But she told him he said that she's 17.
Oh, that's all right then.
Apparently he's all right.
Yeah, that's all right then. Yeah, as long as he thinks that she's 17, that's fine. There's nothing dirty about that. That's all right. Yeah. So Harry Bauer got you through your summer holidays, that little boy.
Basically, yeah. Every 5 minutes, we would just look at each other and go, I'm talking about hot dogs. Hello?
Yes. I'm here. I'm just shocked. That's gonna blow his mind. By the way, he's a little bit full of himself already.
It was just every 5 minutes we just look at each other and say it, and it was the only entertainment that we had.
So were you on holiday with your mum and dad?
Yeah.
Was it? Whereabouts did you go?
We went. Oh, you don't want to know. We
Go
went to for a week, and then we went on a cruise.
You went to Spain?
Yeah,
And then
on
a cruise. Cruises are for old people who are nearly dead.
Yeah, it was awful, and it wasn't an English cruise. It was a cruise for Spanish people.
What?
So there was not even any English people there to talk to.
So you could only talk to each other. No, so you could say I'm talking about hot dogs, and none of the Spaniards will understand it.
And I went to the park and got a hot dog.
Did you? I bet that was wonderful fun for everyone involved. Well, I'm glad.
There was an American family,
Yeah.
and the girl in it told us a story where she said the word barf a lot, which was a bit entertaining as well.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we managed to help your boring family holiday go okay.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Nice to talk to you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. There we go. There we go. Isn't it?
They seem nice.
They seem lovely. I kind of lost the thread halfway through that conversation. I didn't know what she was talking about, the American family.
No, I don't know where that came from at all.
Cruises. I can... when I was on holiday a few months ago, we went to Sicily, my wife and I, and we were in this tiny little town, and it was wonderful. We were there for 10 days, and it was absolutely perfect. And we were in the square having ice creams, and we met this couple who were like in their 60s, who were on a cruise, right? And they were on this cruise, and they were going all around Europe. And we said, oh, how long are you in Sicily for? They said, well, we got here at 10 o'clock this morning. Then we did a 2-hour drive to get from the port to the little town that we were in. And they said, we're here for an hour, then we drive back to the boat.
Wow.
So they're 2-hour drive from the port to this town, which is a lovely little town. We were there for 10 days. An hour in the town, then you go back on the coach in the really hot weather, drive back for 2 hours and go back on the boat. Now, where is...
There's no fun there.
There's no fun there. You can't get any enjoyment for being in a town for an hour than driving over some motorways. How is that fun. You want to go somewhere for a few days at least.
You know, it's like when you. Well, my analogy is when you go bowling, and you only got enough money to pay for one game, but you enjoy it so much. Think, we've got to go now.
Yeah.
But you want to be there for at least an hour or two.
I don't understand how you've gone from being.
It's the wig. I'm blaming the wig on anything that goes wrong tonight.
Okay, well done. Good for you, Dave Beer.
Hey.
Yee.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right. My voice is going again a little bit, but I'm fine.
Oh, that might be bad because I was just about to suggest a sing-song.
Really? What kind of thing did you want to sing?
No, something that'll put you in a good mood. Maybe Dr. Worm or something. I hit you with a bit of Dr. Worm before. Maybe,
give me a bit more Dr. Worm. Go on.
Okay. Dr. Worm. Good morning. How are you? I'm Dr. Worm. That kind of thing.
I wonder if we've got Dr. Worm on the system here. Hang on let's have a little look here. Hang on a minute. Because that's a good... I don't think...
Should we do the whole thing?
I don't really know all of the words to it, if I'm completely honest.
You can improvise, or Google it or something. Just put it in whatever feels natural.
We haven't got Dr. Worm on the system.
Oh, that's a pity.
Should we play a They Might Be Giants song, though?
Yeah, go on.
I tell you what we've got. Birdhouse in Your Soul, Istanbul, Don't Let's Start, Your Racist Friend, Anna...
But yeah, Don't Let's Start. I heard that on Six Music the other day and it was really good.
Or, okay, between Don't Let's Start and Anna...
I would vote for Don't Let's Start.
Do you want to hear that?
Please.
But does that get me out of singing?
No, what about this?
Go on. Forget the time or place where we just met. She's just the girl for me. I want all the world to see we've met. La da 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 da.
Did that work?
That worked.
Wicked.
Now, up yours.
Up yours.
Start. This is the worst part. To believe for all the world that you are my precious little girl, but don't let's start. I've got a weak heart and I don't get around how you get around. When you are alone, you are the cat, you are the phone, you are an animal. The words I'm singing now mean nothing more than me out to an animal. Wake up, smell the cat food in your bank account. Don't try to stop the tail that wags the hound. D-world destruction over an overture. And do I need a apostrophe? Need this shot? Don't let's start. This is the worst part. To believe for all the world that you are my precious little girl, but don't let's start. I've got a weak heart and I don't get around how you get around. No one in the world ever gets what they want, and that is beautiful. Everybody dies frustrated and sad, and that is beautiful. They want what they're not, and I wish they would stop saying dabba da dog ding dang dabba 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 da dog ding dang dabba dabba dee. World destruction over an overture. And do I need a apostrophe? Need this shot? Don't let's start. This is the worst part. To believe for all the world that you are my precious little girl, but don't let's start. I've got a weak heart and I don't get around how you get around. I don't want to live in this world anymore. I don't want to live in this world. Don't let's start. This is the worst part. Could believe for all the world that you are my precious little girl, but don't let's start. I've got a weak heart and I don't get around how you get around.
Yeah, I've got a fantastic racist joke.
Here we go again. I kinda wanna be more than friends.
Absolute Radio. The home of radio, where you listen.
Love Christmas, love Billy Connolly. Hello. Britain's favourite comedian returns with his blisteringly funny new show.
Please be true.
His first in 3 years shows why Billy is without equal.
This is going to be a long night.
Billy Connolly, live in London. The comedy DVD of the year. On DVD and Blu-ray now at play.com. Rated 15.
Lapland Alert. For mums, dads, aunties, uncles, grannies, every day, brilliant branded Christmas toys are arriving at your local TK Maxx. Like my favourite character dolls and fun dress-up kits by the Santa Sackful. Amazing action figures, remote control cars and trucks, play workbenches, puzzles and jigsaws, art and crafty stuff, books and music for everyone. And always up to 60% less than the RRP. Big gifts, small prices, lots of fun. In-store and online at TK Maxx. Pass it on.
There's never been a better time to join the millions already enjoying EDF Energy's winter price freeze guarantee. We're freezing all standard residential tariffs until at least the 1st of March next year. If you're not already with EDF Energy, text FREEZE to 84400 and find out more about our winter price freeze guarantee. Stay warm with EDF Energy. Text FREEZE to 84400. Conditions apply.
So you're on your way home. All you can see is brake lights in front of you. No clue how long it'll take. Stuck in traffic, again. And you think there's nothing you can do about it. Actually, you can. With TomTom HD Traffic, you know exactly what's going on around you and how long it'll take before you leave and as it changes. It's the only system that monitors all the roads in real time. And if there's a quicker route, you get it immediately. And that happens more often than you'd think. TomTom HD Traffic. Break free.
The Absolute Radio Ticket Store.
No one would have believed.
Martian Terror returns to Wembley Arena and the O2 in December 2010 with Jeff Wayne's incredible production. War of the Worlds, conducted by Jeff Wayne, starring Jason Donovan, Atomic Kitten's Liz McClarnon, Moody Blues' Justin Hayward, plus Richard Burton's spellbinding holographic performance.
My life will be forever altered.
Book now on 0330 123 1215 or at absoluteradio.co.uk/tickets. The War of the Worlds, live on stage. The Absolute Radio Ticket Store.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio. My voice is going again. That was terrible. Awful shows a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week. I don't remember. Where my voice decided to leave me. Awful. Bloody awful. I shall go home, have a ginger tea, watch some telly, and that shall sort it out, I think. Eloise isn't here. Mark's filling in for us, filling in for her, and he's doing a cracking job. Well done, Mark, for wearing the wig as well. It looks wonderful. If you want to give us a call, phone up and be nice to him. 0330 123 1215. I've put out no topics tonight. It's kind of a free-for-all, really. And Rosie's called in. Hello, Rosie.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm fine. I'm very tired. My legs ache. You know when you're so tired that your legs ache?
Yeah.
I've got that. I went out today. I went out with my little baby to feed the ducks in the park, and we got caught in the terrible, terrible rain, and so we nipped into a cafe, and I had to phone my wife up to come and rescue us. And this was after I'd said, darling, you stay indoors, you relax, I'll take the boy out for a couple of hours, you can have some time on your own. After 45 minutes, I phoned her up and went, we're wet, could you come and pick us up, please?
Oh, well, don't go and feed the geese.
Oh, they're vicious little sods, aren't they?
They are. We've got them at the reservoir near us.
Yeah. Well, there were some geese there today, and they were coming right up to the baby, and they were like, give us that, I'll have that food. Don't you go giving that to no ducks, I want it. Horrible, the geese. And their poo's horrible as well. Anyway, Rosie, what can I do for you?
Oh, sorry, I feel quite silly now because I've been on hold for ages and I didn't really have anything that interesting to say. Other than that there was a bit of a bouncer story in that I always get ID'd.
Yeah.
And the other day I had someone, I was trying to buy a bottle of wine and she said, can I see your ID? So I gave it to her and she went, I'll let you off this time.
Well, how old are you?
28.
She'll let you off this time?
She went, I'll let you off this time.
What a strange woman. The reason we're talking about this is because I had terrible trouble with some idiot bouncers yesterday. They're just absolute thick, no common sense whatsoever. Horrible idiots they were.
Yeah.
And well, they ID'd my friends who were in their late 30s. And look, in their late 30s. Then we found out that apparently, although I'm not sure if I believe it, there is a naughty list that these bouncers can put you on. Although I don't believe that for 1 second.
I've never heard of it.
No, I think it's nonsense. What are you doing for the weekend, Rosie?
Just staying in with my son, really.
How old's your son?
6.
Fantastic. They're bonkers at that age, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Like properly mental.
Yeah.
I've got a little 4-year-old nephew. Maybe he's 5 now. He's 5, jeez. And the stuff that comes out of his mouth is just nonsense, but wonderful, hilarious.
Yeah.
But you wonder what is going on inside their heads. I love it. Are you gonna do anything nice? Just hang out.
Well, he goes to karate at the weekend, so we're going to go and do that.
Yes,
and
6-year-old doing karate. Has he got a little white karate suit?
Yes, he has.
Oh, it's the cutest thing, man. Well done, you. Cool mum.
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel a little bit like I've been sat here, but I'm
No,
done
listen.
anything productive.
No, Rosie, you've been very productive. This is kind of the flow of the show this evening. I'm not putting any topics out there. It's all just very relaxed and very chatty, and you have contributed. Yesterday's show was a little bit manic and a little bit boysy and a bit... It was a little bit boysy.
This is the first time I've heard the live show.
Are you normally a podcaster?
Yeah.
How come you're allowed to listen live tonight?
Because it took me so long to get into bed, and so I thought, well, I'll listen to it.
How does now? The other night we had a couple of new people, or people who normally listen to the podcast, listen to the live show, and they said that the music made them very uncomfortable because obviously on the podcast all the music is gone. Is the music adding for you or subtracting for you?
Subtracting.
Yeah.
I'd say.
No, don't apologise. I know it's some people like it. And some people, I still get emails now after doing this gig for 3 years saying, shut up and play some more songs, you lanky idiot. But, okay, well, you know, the pod, for those who don't like the music, I thoroughly recommend the podcast on iTunes and the Absolute website. Well, Rosie, it's very nice to talk to you. I'm glad you called in.
Okay, and you.
Lots of love to your boy and have a lovely weekend.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. I'm excited about the weekend for some reason. I've got nothing particularly planned. I'm going to go and see my sister on Saturday. I'm in charge of the boy this weekend. My wife is working, so I should be getting up at 5 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. I'd love a lion. I wonder if I'm ever going to get a lion ever again. It would be nice, wouldn't it? You know, proper lion. Never going to happen. Jonas!
Merry Christmas, Mr. Lee.
Okay, little bit early.
Yep.
You're not the first person to wish me Merry Christmas, though.
Oh, no.
I've had a Christmas card already.
Oh, you lucky person.
Yeah, put it in the bin. But I had one from Victoria, the Poet Laureate.
Okay. I don't know who Victoria is, sorry.
Excuse me, do you listen to this show?
Oh, Victoria.
That's the one, that's the one, yes.
Yeah.
What are you doing for Christmas, Jonas?
I don't think anything, just chilling out, you know.
What do you mean you don't think anything? Everyone is doing something for Christmas. Even people who don't celebrate Christmas are doing something for it, Jonas.
Oh, yeah, you know, turkey, all that stuff. I know.
Yeah.
Don't think we're going anywhere.
What do you hope to get for Christmas? You want to get a bike? Rubik's Cube? Diddly Boppers? Is that
I
what you're
want
going to
the
get?
world according to Clarkson's what I really want.
Looby-loo. You want what?
The world according to Clarkson.
How old are you? 12? 15?
I'm 14.
14, and you want a book by that idiot? I nearly swore then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's an idiot.
He's not. He's a funny guy.
What? Tell me one funny thing he said.
I can't.
Exactly, you can't. So the ipso facto, he ain't funny.
I beg to differ.
Okay, well, you're wrong. Let's go to the voice of reason. Mark?
Hello.
Clarkson, funny or not?
Come on.
No,
I don't. I'm not. I don't find him very funny.
Yes.
I think I do enjoy Top Gear. As a cop, it's not very funny at all.
Yes, there we go, Jonas. That's 2-1. That means you lose, which means you can't get that book for Christmas.
Oh, okay, I surrender.
There we go. Thank you very much for that. He surrendered. I don't get... I had to go on the Alan Titchmarsh show a few weeks ago and defend Jeremy Clarkson. And I did it because it was 200 quid and I had nothing else to do that afternoon. They phoned up and said, someone's pulled out, would you come on? And I said, OK, what have I got to do? You've got to defend Jeremy Clarkson. I thought, there'll be a challenge. I'll have a go.
But if you're getting paid for it...
Oh, I'll defend Hitler if I'm getting paid for it. I wouldn't. That's a joke. Well, no, but
how much?
Yeah, exactly. What are you offering for the defence of Hitler, exactly? Is it $250? I could probably have a go. But I did it, and I put forward quite a good case for him, I think.
Yeah.
It was me versus Janet Street Porter and Gloria Honeyford.
Oh, really?
It's a weird world I move in sometimes.
Yeah, right.
And I was in the green room surrounded by David Attenborough and those singing soldiers.
The singing soldiers.
The singing
okay,
soldiers,
yeah. Kind of like the priests, or
but they kill instead of blessing. It's a weird. It is a strange. Well, and then there was an actress, Michelle Collins, I think. Was she in EastEnders?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say. Yeah.
And this doesn't happen so much anymore because I'm not on the TV that much. But sometimes I still have the power I used to have. Whereas if you're on the TV and you walk past someone who's also on the TV, or you're in a room with someone you can say hello to each other.
Even though you haven't actually met.
Even though you don't know them.
Yeah.
You can say hello, and it's weird. And it took me ages to go, well, how does Lisa Tarbuck know me? How does such as... It's because you're on the TV.
Yeah,
so if you're on the TV, and it doesn't work so much anymore these days, and you walk past... For example, I walked past Tucker Jenkins, Mark Fowler from EastEnders.
Oh, okay.
He went, all right, mate. And I went, all right. And my wife went, so did you know him? I said, no, we're just both on telly, and that's how it works.
That's a bizarre world.
It is bizarre, and I
friendly?
Very friendly. But I can't get my head around it. It's very strange. Let's go to Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, it's Prison Matt.
It is.
How are you doing? How are the prisoners tonight?
Very quiet.
Do you ever walk around with a baton and rattle their cages and call them, shout abuse at them to try and get them riled up?
Well, they don't live in cages anymore.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Do they not?
No.
So prisons aren't like what we see on the telly, where they've got like bars and you can see them when they're making love to each other.
Yeah, they don't really make love to each other in there, no.
Oh, I bet they do. Come on, don't be naive. Does it happen? It must happen in the showers.
Yeah, a couple of candles, you know.
Beautiful, nice romantic evening, bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Lovely.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm my voice is going again.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Some lemon and honey.
Well, I'm going to go home and have some ginger tea with a bit of lemon.
Nice.
And watch The Apprentice on the Sky Plus.
Okay.
And that should sort me out a right treat. Although I'll bore you here, dear listener. The ginger I've bought is very, very weak.
Well.
Not very strong at all. Are you a fan of Clarkson, Matt?
I think like a lot of people, I watch Top Gear, but I'm not really a fan. I prefer May. He's a bit funnier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly like any of them, but I met Hammond a couple of times, and he was a very nice lad. But I've never watched Top Gear.
Oh, okay.
But I don't understand. I just think Clarkson, and what Clarkson has got, he's got a brilliant act. This slightly right-wing, bigoted, sexist, obnoxious idiot is his act.
Yeah.
And it's a great act, and I'm sure he's not like that in real life.
Oh, no.
But I just find it a bit boring.
Yeah, it can get a bit grating.
Yeah, it's a little bit, you know.
So, what's this poor old Gary done to be nearly banned for life?
Well, he's just an idiot, really. Gary from Bristol, if you're a new listener, is been calling for a long time.
Yeah.
He's just been winding people up the wrong way. A lot of people hate him. And we gave him the opportunity the other day to come on and defend himself. And we were going to take votes as to whether he was banned until February the 12th, I think it was, or whether he could stay and come in the studio.
Yeah.
The audience decided he was banned, and now every time he calls in, an extra week is added to the ban, which is why we're up to March the 26th, I think it is. And if he calls in between now and March the 26th, he's banned for life.
Okay.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Well,
Matt,
yeah.
that would never ever happen to you,
Oh, I hope
because you
not.
sound like a nice guy.
Well, I try my best, you know.
You sound like a lovely bloke. Would never happen to you.
Oh, good.
Mm.
Well, I shall continue then.
Okay. Do you ever get prisoners asking you to smuggle drugs in for them?
No.
Okay.
That never happens. There's no drugs in prison. That's ridiculous.
Matt, thank you very much. Nice to talk to you. Take care.
And you.
Bye-bye. I like Matt. I like his stories of prison life. It's
The one yesterday was a little bit... We're trying to keep it clean at the time.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. I just find prison... I mean, I've got friends who've been to prison. And I never really asked them about it, because I don't want to... But I'm fascinated.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by it. When I was growing up, it was my big fear, genuine fear, that I would be convicted of a murder I hadn't committed and sent to prison for like 26 years or something.
That's an
like
understandable fear.
I remember being like 8, though. and really being afraid I'd get sentenced for a crime I didn't commit.
What was
the
the crime?
Murder. Murder
okay.
was the thing. I was worried that I'd get accused of murder and I wouldn't have the evidence to say to back it up the fact that I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I'd go to prison. And there can't be anything worse than being in prison, but genuinely being innocent as well. At the same
sure,
time.
yeah. It does happen as well.
It does happen. People do get arrested, and like 26 years later, 30 years later, they go, oh, hang on, we might have muffed. Barry George, for example, got sent to prison for killing Giordano. Didn't do it.
Yeah.
Didn't do it.
And also
he was
Birmingham
6 or the 4 or the Guildford
famous 5.
The famous 5 didn't do it. And you just think, geez, how must that feel?
Yeah.
Awful.
Did you like the movie Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, I loved it.
Absolutely loved it.
It's a cracking film.
I think, last time I checked, it was top on IMDb. That movie's brilliant.
Why are you telling me this?
I don't know. Tangent, isn't it?
It is a tangent. Did he do the crime? I can't remember. Tom Ribbins.
Yeah, I can't remember either. It's so good, I can't remember.
Yeah. I watched it recently as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got Jamie, we've got Harry Bowell, we've got Damien, we've got Craig, and we could have you, 03301 23 12 15. More of your calls after this.
There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that throws me to the ground. I swear that you should hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. Louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. I ran to a tower when the church bells chimed. I hope that they would clear my mind. They left a ringing in my ear, but that drum's still beating loud and clear. Louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. Louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. Louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. As I move my feet towards your body, I can hear this beat. It fills my head up and gets louder and louder. It fills my head up, it gets louder and louder. Onto the river and drown out the din. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. I'm empty as that beating drum, but the sound has just begun. As I move my feet towards your body, I can hear this beat. It fills my head up and gets louder and louder. It fills my head up, it gets louder and louder. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. There's a drumming noise inside my head that starts when you're around. I swear that you could hear it, it makes such an almighty sound. Louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than hell. Louder than sirens, louder than bells, sweeter than heaven and harder than towards your body, I can hear this beat. It fills my head up and gets louder and louder. It fills my head up, it gets louder and louder.
This is Absolute Radio, and it's the station. All aboard for the next train.
Get out of the cold next week on the Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show. Win a trip every day to a sun-soaked destination. All thanks to British Gas Home Care. Because Because a broken boiler can turn your world upside down, they're playing the Upside Down Quiz, where you have to answer the question before last. Here's how it went last time.
What is your name? Here we go. Which type of large fish was central to the Jaws movies?
Christine.
Tabby, Siamese and Persian are all types of what domestic pet?
Shark.
What did Bobby Moore famously lift at Wembley in 1966?
A cat.
Win all next week thanks to British Gas. With home care, they'll get you out of the cold fast. If you're left without heating or hot water, just call them before 1 p.m. and they're committed to getting to you the same day. Limited service during weekends, public holidays and exceptional peak demand. Absolute Radio.
At Best Buy, the world's leading technology store, the Geek Squad are always on standby to deal with all your technology issues. From a quick question about syncing your smartphone to a full-blown laptop meltdown. A new level of technology support. This is how it works at Best Buy. Find your nearest store at bestbuy.co.uk.
If being without heating or hot water turned your world upside down, how would you cope with the hassle of sorting it out? Trawl through your local directory for a tradesman? Ask your neighbours to use their shower? Or just call British Gas? With home care, it's hassle-free. Just call before 1 p.m. and we're committed to coming out to you the same day. Look after your world with British Gas. Visit britishgas.co.uk. Limited service during weekends, public holidays and exceptional peak demand.
What does the BGR in BGR Bloomer stand for? B means you'll be hard-pressed to find a better solicitor if you've been injured in a road accident that wasn't your fault. G is for the good news that you could claim compensation for medical expenses and loss of earnings too. And R is because BGR Bloomer can help you reach a speedy settlement. BGR Bloomer. Fast, friendly and free. Call 0800 1 777 999. 0800 1 777 999.
Get an HD-ready 22-inch Toshiba TV for just $179.99, only until November 24th at Best Buy stores nationwide and bestbuy.co.uk.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
There's a still in the street outside your window. You're keeping secrets on your pillow. Let me inside, no cause for alarm. I promise tonight not to do no harm. I promise you, babe, I won't do you no harm. And we're caught up in the crossfire of heaven and hell, and we're searching for shelter. Lay your body down, lay your body down, lay your body down.
way, the next song you're about to hear is the best song in the world ever. You're still wearing the wig, Mark?
I am.
Is it making you feel good?
It is, actually. So much so that I might wear it a little bit more often.
I think you should. Ever worn women's underwear? Seriously, it's a serious question.
I have.
It's good, it's alright, isn't it?
It's not too bad.
Nothing wrong, a little bit of fun in the bedroom, it gets a bit boring, you put on your wife's knickers, beautiful.
But the bra straps hurt.
Yeah, I don't quite understand how they do that. Can you undo a bra?
I can, but there are some out there which are very complicated to the male side of the species, I think.
I can't do it. Certainly can't do it one-handed. Which some men can do, and it's great. And it's quite often I'll have to go, look, I'm sorry, can we just stop for a second while I do this? Can you turn and do that? And then some of them open at the front.
Oh yeah, they do.
How
actually.
are you supposed to know that?
And exactly. I think girls wear them on purpose just to catch guys like us out.
Yeah,
which is cruel.
It's a cruel thing. Look, Damien who's been on here the longest. Damien has. Let's go to Damien.
Hello.
Hello, Damien.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Good. Long time no listen. Long time no speak, I should say.
Why is that?
Well, I've been abroad and that, so I mean, I'm a long time listener to you.
Have we ever spoken?
Yes, we have, a long time ago.
When was that?
Oh, quite a long time ago. But I've been listening for many, many years. I've been listening ever since it was Virgin Radio.
Okay.
That's a long time ago.
I believe so, yes.
But yes...
what did we speak about?
I can't remember now, you know. It was like a long time ago.
Apparently it was a long... I'm hearing a rumour that it was a long time ago.
It was.
Yeah.
So, yes.
We're talking now, though.
Here we are, at last. Yes.
At long last, now we can talk and be free and be men.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Well, what can I do for you, Damien?
Well, I just want to
yes.
send a message to my girlfriend, actually, if that's possible.
Well, now, what we're doing here is we're entering a territory that is not normally allowed on this show. Why would you want to send a message to your girlfriend, who may or may not exist, on the radio and not send her a text?
Why? Because I know she's listening at the moment, and because we've both got learning disabilities, and I know she loves Absolute Radio.
Okay, well, yes, okay.
And she did listen to it a lot, and so, and I think that's the only station. In fact, I do know that's the only station she ever listens to. So,
it's the only. She doesn't listen to Christian O'Connell in the morning, does she?
I think she does, actually.
Oh, that would drive you. That's going to drive you bonkers. You couldn't listen to that rubbish.
I like the Christian. I like the Iain Lee show, though. It's brilliant.
I like the Iain Lee show. It's my favourite.
I do as well, yes.
Damon, can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
And you won't take this the wrong way.
Go on.
I'm intrigued, and I hope I don't cause offence. When you say you have learning difficulties, how do they manifest themselves? What are your learning difficulties?
Mine, I think, was Asperger's syndrome.
Okay.
And I have, yes, I have another one as well.
Okay. Don't answer if you don't want to. I'm just curious.
Asperger's syndrome. And basically, I'm just... I've got the Iain Lee show, and, and I spoke to your nice producer.
He's doing a good job, Mark, isn't he? He's not my normal producer. Normally we have Eloise, but she's bunking off. She's off sick this week.
Oh, she's off skiving.
Well, she claims... Get this, Damien. She claims to have hurt her back. Now, I'm not being funny. You don't need to use your back to do a radio show, do you?
No, to sit down and take calls. They're not really. No.
You don't need a back. People can do it without a back. There are people without backs who are doing radio shows all around the world. Yeah, Eloise thinks that she needs her back to be serviceable, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Well, Damien, listen, I'm going to let you be the first and the only person that does a shout-out, as I believe Ken Bruce calls it, to your girlfriend.
Okay.
Because normally we don't let people do that.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No, we don't. But I'm going to let you do it.
Okay. Okay.
It better be good.
It will be good.
Where are you, Damien?
Me? I mean, Kidderminster in Worcestershire at the moment.
Okay, because to be honest, after this show, I'm doing nothing for 3 days. So if this shout-out is rubbish, I'm going to jump in my car, drive up to Kidderminster and kick your ass.
Okay.
I'm going to kick your ass, Damien.
Okay.
Away you go.
I would like, Charlotte, if you're listening, well, I know you're listening out there.
Yeah.
Love you loads, and the question is, will you marry me?
Oh, no, you didn't just do that, Damien, did you?
Yeah.
You didn't just propose to her on the radio.
I did, but I proposed to her already.
I bet she said no.
Pardon?
I bet she said no already.
No, she has said yes, actually.
But then, hang on a minute. Then why would you propose to the same person twice?
Because I said to her that I said I would do it on the radio, because I know that a lot of her friends listen to Absolute Radio as well, you see.
Oh, okay. So, what you've done there, that's a cheap way of telling everyone you're getting engaged, isn't it? Because normally you've got to phone people up, send them cards and all that, and you've done it for free on the radio.
Oh, I didn't realise I'd done that.
You are what I like to call, sir, a genius.
Thank you.
Damien, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Yes, and keep up good work.
Well, I'll start trying to do some good work one day, I promise. Thank you, Damien. Let's go to Craig. Hello, Craig.
Hello. Am I on the radio?
Yes, Craig. That's how it works.
Oh, wow. My good friend Daniel Bailey was on the radio a few weeks ago.
I have no idea who that is.
No, you probably wouldn't. But he tried to ask out Eloise on a date.
Right.
And he failed.
Crashed and
really
burned.
badly.
Crashed
He
and
really
burned.
did.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. And I was wondering if you could give him any advice, because he's probably listening right now, and he's quite sober probably right now. He wasn't when he asked her out.
Okay, now
could you give him some advice
on how to get close to Eloise?
Well, yeah, or just try and get a girlfriend, because he's quite bad at that. I've got a good story about him as well.
Who's that idiot? Who's that idiot in the background?
Oh, that's my friend Tom. He was there when he asked her out as well.
Well, Eloise will never be interested in anybody who phones this radio show, because anybody who phones this radio show is already, less of a human being than people who don't phone the radio show.
Yeah, I thought
yourself
so.
included, Craig.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, actually, not thank you. I'm quite drunk, so...
I had suspected that. Yes.
Thank you, Ian.
You're welcome, again. Yes. So, no, I have no advice for him.
What about any advice for any other girls?
Have a wash.
Okay. Well, I have a story about Daniel.
I don't really want to hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite funny. He fell off a treadmill and revealed himself naked in front of the whole class.
As I suspected, it's not that funny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good. Oh, I'm sorry, Ian.
That's all right, Craig. I mean, it is your fault, but never mind.
Oh. Well, I think I better go then.
Probably.
Crash and burned live on the radio.
Live on the radio.
Yeah. Well, I quite liked you on that. Come dine with me. I just like to mention that.
Thanks very much, Craig.
Okay. Bye then.
All right, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was embarrassing, wasn't it? That was embarrassing. What's the point of phoning up and telling a story about someone who I don't know who it is? You don't know who it is? Are we meant to be interested in that? That's never going to work. Jamie! He's listening to the radio.
Hello.
Yes, Jamie.
How you doing, guys?
What did you call me?
Hello, how you doing, Ian?
Oh, guys. Okay, yes, fine. How are you, Jamie?
I'm very, very good, man.
Who's that lady in the background?
I had a real giggle listening to some of your callers.
There's some weirdos tonight, huh?
So, really, just wanted to actually talk about the whole Jeremy Clarkson subject, if you're still on that one.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Who's the lady in the background? Yes.
Okay, my apologies.
No, who's the lady in the background?
It's my good lady, Maria.
Maria. I just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly the sound... Maria. Yes, there we go. She's drunk as well. Okay.
Positive operatic for you.
Put Maria on the phone.
Put Maria on the phone?
Yeah, get Maria. I want to talk to Maria.
Okay, here she comes.
Come on.
Keep it
Oh, she's got a dirty laugh.
Hello.
Hello, Maria.
How are you doing?
How are you doing? You sound rather jolly at midnight.
Yes, I'm sitting here listening to all your wee people that you have on there.
Oh, all the wee people are weird, aren't they?
Yeah.
I have to talk to these idiots every night.
I know, it must be horribly.
I hate it.
Terribly.
I hate it. And the thing is, do you know what? I go home...
It's quite bad at some of them.
These people... It terrifies me that these people are allowed access to a telephone.
Well, I was thinking that myself when I was sitting listening to you.
Whereabouts are you calling from, Maria?
It's actually up Paul and Broxburn.
Okay, I know it, yes. And have you been drinking this evening?
I've had a couple, yeah.
Good. No, I'm listening. Not a criticism. Good for you. And, Jamie, what's he really like?
Well, Jamie, you can take him in small doses.
He's a what?
You get him in big doses.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, you could tell that.
He can talk lots, and then he becomes a pain in the arse, but if you get him in between, he's absolutely a genius.
Yeah. I got 2 of those words. And after this phone call, are you and Jamie going to make love?
Well, I don't think so.
No. Why is that? You got bored? How long have you been going out with him? Or married to him?
Well, we're not married. That's a bit of a scary word, that one.
One of those. And how long...
It's a recession we can't afford.
You can't afford to do it?
No.
How much does it cost to have sex these days?
Well, it costs you being nice to one another.
That's the problem, yeah.
I know, we're too busy.
What did Jamie want to talk to me about?
Well, I don't know. It was what you were talking about on there, but I don't know what you were talking about, because there's a few
Nor do I.
people come on there.
Yeah, it all gets a bit confusing.
Slag them off and that.
It all gets a bit confusing after a while, doesn't it? Would you like to speak to my good friend Andre?
Well, it depends what Andre's talking about.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, is that Maria?
Hello, Andre. How are you
Hello,
doing?
you sound like a nice girl.
I'm a bit of an arse girl.
And plus, well, look, I wonder if Eloise would go out with me.
See that again?
Turn your radio off, turn your radio off, Andre. Turn your radio off.
Pardon?
Turn your radio off.
All right.
Really? Turn the radio off.
What I was going to say, you know Eloise?
Yeah?
I wonder if she'd have a bit of a rest in the suburbs of Basden for a couple of weeks while her back gets better, and I'll look after her.
God, you're such a rotten cunt.
Pardon?
Don't you know there's a recession on and people's got bad backs about this time?
Yeah, but I am a semi-qualified osteopath.
I don't know.
Anyway, Maria, how are you?
I'm damn well fine.
I'm
not working now, but I'm not going to get into all that kind of shit.
What's your best assets?
Oh, shit, I'm swearing.
Hello?
Put you back on.
Pardon?
Man.
Sorry?
Ian.
Who's that?
It's Jamie.
All right, Jamie.
Who's that?
Yeah, it's Andre. It sounds like you got a nice girl there. You want to hang on to her?
I've got a lovely girl here, mate.
She sounds very nice.
Don't you worry, man.
Jamie?
She's a wee angel.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go, and what fun that was. A swear word may have slipped out there, dear listener. If a swear word did, you have my sincerest and humblest apologies. It was hard to tell with her strong accent exactly what she was saying there. I suspect one of the words may have popped out, and if it did, we sincerely apologise on behalf of me and on behalf of Mark and on behalf of Absolute Radio, and we hope that none of you were offended by any bad language that may or may not have passed through her lips. Let's have a nice song to calm us all down, shall we?
Oh, I could hide 'neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be. Oh, and our good time starts and ends without dollar one to spend. But how much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean. Oh, what can it mean
This is Absolute Radio, and it's the station. All aboard for the next train.
Get out of the cold next week on the Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show. Win a trip every day to a sun-soaked destination, all thanks to British Gas Home Care. Because a broken boiler can turn your world upside down, they're playing the Upside Down quiz, where you have to answer the question before last. Here's how it went last time.
What is your name? Here we go. Which type of large fish was central to the Jaws movies?
Christine.
Tabby, Siamese and Persian are all types of what domestic pet?
Shark.
What did Bobby Moore famously lift at Wembley in 1966?
A cat.
Win all next week thanks to British Gas. With Home Care, they'll get you out of the cold fast. If you're left without heating or hot water, just call them before 1 p.m. and they're committed to getting to you the same day. Limited service during weekends, public holidays and exceptional peak demand. Absolute Radio.
At Best Buy, the world's leading technology store, any gifts you buy in-store now can be returned right up until January 9th. So, Gran will have plenty of time to swap her new iPod Shuffle for Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Extended returns over Christmas. This is how it works at Best Buy. Find your nearest store at bestbuy.co.uk.
It shouldn't take a few dodgy haircuts to find a good local hairdresser. That's why at Yell.com you can find more than just directions to the salons in your area. Thanks to our growing collection of videos, you could even view the premises, see the stylists in action, or maybe get some tips for your next trim. And with more and more customer reviews appearing every day, you'll get to know when a cut and a blow-dry won't leave you needing a hug and a good cry. Looking for local knowledge? Yell and you'll find.
I am the genie of the lamp. What is your first wish?
I'd like a new sofa before Christmas.
Well, if you go to DFS, you can get a new sofa in time for Christmas. Your second wish?
Well, I would like it half price.
DFS. Third wish?
4 years free credit and a whole year payment free, please.
Again, DFS. Being a genie isn't what it used to be.
The half-price winter collection with guaranteed Christmas delivery on many sofas must end soon at DFS. To find your new sofa or your nearest store, visit dfs.co.uk. Typical 0% APR credit subject to acceptance.
The all-new Samsung Galaxy tablet with 7-inch screen and flash support is just $489.99. Only until November 30th at Best Buy stores nationwide and bestbuy.co.uk.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Once again, Iain Lee on Absolute Radio. If any swear words or any bad language slipped out during that last phone conversation, you have our sincerest apologies. Never the intention of this show or this station to upset or offend in any way like that. And I know they're only words, but some people do get upset and offended by them. So if anybody was, you have our sincerest and most genuine and heartfelt apologies.
Is this
Trina. Hi, Ian. I have listened to you for quite a while now and used to watch you on TV, but I'm not ready to call in. I feel the time is never right. But I wanted to say you used to pop into the chemist where my mum works up near Highgate, so I feel there's that North London connection. Are you still in North London? Bye for now. Cat. Yes, I am still in North London. I'm in Muswell Hill. I know exactly the chemist you mean, and yes, I used to live just around the corner from there. And I think I remember who your mum is. That was years ago. That was like 8-9 years ago. Anyway, we've got a load of calls racked up. Let's rattle through them, shall we? Let's go to Dean C. Hey, Dean C.
Good morning.
You were on the show yesterday, Dean.
I was.
Were you the other Dean or Dean?
I was the other Dean.
So your name's not really Dean?
No.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
I stumbled across your show when I was on my last set of nights.
Yeah.
And I sort of convinced myself that the regulars who phone you up were nutters.
Yes.
But then I remembered my mum used to phone up James Well when she'd had a bottle of wine and do the same thing that they are doing.
Oh,
so
no, so your mum's a nutter.
No. Oh, absolutely.
And it's obviously genetic
John.
because you're becoming a regular caller now.
And I'm not even drunk. I'm stone cold sober. I've got work in 6 hours.
This is terrible.
Well, I don't know if it is. It's the funniest show I've ever heard. I'm meant to be up in 6 hours, and I can't until I've gone to sleep listening.
I've got to be up in 6 hours, and I can't go to bed yet, which is insane. What did your mum used to talk to James Whale about?
Oh, Jesus.
He's good, James Whale. I like James. He's a nice bloke. He's bonkers, but he's a nice bloke.
I don't know. I was too young to remember, but she used to record herself and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then play it back and you could hear her slurring. But she didn't seem...
Drunk mums. Oh, do you know what? Next week we are doing a smoking special, but we're also going to do a drunk mums special. So I want drunk mums to phone up and any stories that people have got about their mums being drunk.
I could get her to phone up.
Oh, get your mum boozed up and get her to phone in, please.
But don't tell her.
Oh, man, this is what next week we're going to do a smoking special and a drunk mum special. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, she'd be a double whammy. She smokes and she drinks a bottle of wine a night.
She sounds like a right sort, your mother.
She's a right laugh.
Right laugh.
Christmas is great.
Christmas, blimey. So, you're up at 6 in the morning. You don't do nights anymore?
I do nights every 8 weeks.
What do you do, Dean C?
I work for Sky Sports, like analysing football and rubbish.
What do you mean analysing football?
Yeah, you know when you get the bores on there, like Jamie Redknapp, Andy Gray and all that?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be calling that. You've just lost your job, but yeah, go on.
Before the matches, they talk about all the footballers, and then they show a bit of
all the
footage
stats, yeah.
Yeah, and we put
You
together
collate the stats?
Yeah, and the footage, yeah.
Jeez.
So it's as boring as it sounds.
Okay, you've actually just been sacked now. You should never slag off your job or the people you work
it's a great
with.
job.
I found that out the hard way.
It's a great job.
Okay.
If you like football, but I don't anymore.
Do you not? Well, have you been watching so much football you've gone off it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then you get excited.
It happens. It happens.
Something you said earlier about like nephews saying really ridiculous things.
Yes, I do.
Right. Well, my nephew is studying the Eucharist at his little Catholic school that he's at.
Okay, yeah.
And my sister sat him down the other day and she has to go through this Eucharist book. And the moral of the story that he's having to learn is, I love you. So the child in the book's nan is telling him why she loves him. So she wants him to eat his dinner so he grows up big and strong.
Yeah.
Because I love you.
Yeah.
I want you to tidy your room so you're a tidy adult. Because I love you. And after about 2 pages of this, and the answer being, I love you, my sister said to him, so what should Timmy say to his nan? He's 8. So he said, well, are you broken? You just keep repeating yourself, what is the matter with you? That's actually what he said.
Really?
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Well, he's in trouble now, but...
Listen, we're all in trouble.
Antichrist.
Dean, listen, thank you very much for that. Nice to talk to you.
Take care,
Get your mum drunk and get her to phone up next week. That's what we want. Anthony.
Hello.
Hello, Anthony. Hello?
Captain Nobber.
Sorry?
Captain Nobber.
Okay, well done, Captain. Good to have you on board.
The Not So United captain.
Oh, yes. Okay, right, yes.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
A long time, yes.
I was ringing up. Shawshank Redemption's meant to be one of your favourite films. Can't remember the ending.
Well, no,
he didn't do it, did he?
Didn't say it was one of my favourite films. I said I liked it.
Oh, okay, sorry, I apologise.
I accept your apology.
I put words into your mouth.
You did that.
So, yeah, anyway, what happens is he hasn't done it, but he sits in the car, gets drunk. Meanwhile, some guy goes in and shoots his wife and the lover.
Oh, yeah.
And he ends up tunnelling out of the prison, doesn't he?
Yes, but the question is, how is the poster still hanging up there? That's the question. It's the question.
That's right, yeah. There's a few holes in it. Like, his cell is up in the air, yet when he tunnels out, he's on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few bits like
There's
that.
a few bits
Also,
like that. Yes.
Jeremy Clarkson wanted to defend him.
Go on.
I think there's one joke that he made, one comment whilst driving a car that I think shows that he's funny.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. So he's driving a car. Yeah, there we go.
This car's a lot like chlamydia. Lots of fun getting it, not a lot of fun living with it. See, that's hilarious. That is funny, but you're just trying not to laugh.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Very funny. Anyway, right. And,
Yes.
oh, yeah, by the way, this Eloise standing person with a wig,
Yeah.
he's a really nice guy.
Whee!
Would you prefer him than Eloise?
Oh, never that far, but I
no.
just think when she, you know, goes off again because of whatever, when she's got a cold, then maybe he should come back in.
He's
But,
better than some of the stand-ins we've had, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, yeah, there was one guy that was really rude. I can't remember his name. but I did not
Robbie?
like him.
Is it Robbie? Or was
I don't know,
or Davis?
Yeah, Robbie, yeah.
Yeah, he was weird.
Have a northern accent.
Yeah, him,
From-
yeah, didn't like him.
from Hull.
Oh, are you? What do you want then? What do you want to say on radio, on it? On
Yeah,
radio?
you'd ring up, right, and it would, like, he'd take offence that you were calling in the show.
What you want
Do
to
you know what I
on
mean?
radio? What do you want? I'm busy. I can't take a phone call. I'm on radio.
Exactly that. Also, I had another thought.
Yeah,
that
really?
was brought on by the lad that rang up about his friend that tried to ask Eloise out or something.
Yeah.
You know how we've had discussions in the past, you probably don't remember, about Scott Mills and how he steals people's ideas.
Oh, yes.
Well, Scott Mills done a feature on his show about date a listener.
Yeah.
And what it was, he got the producer of his show to... They went into, like, heats and finals and everything with listeners, and the producer of his show had to date a listener. And I thought, as you seem to be a bit... I'm getting the impression you're a bit narked at the fact that she's off with this bad batch.
I'm a little bit, disappointed, yeah.
What a great way to get revenge if you done Date My Listener with Eloise, and...
While she was away?
No, what you do, when she comes back, just spring it on her and say, you know, put Barry from Watford, Andre... and whoever else, any annoying people that you find.
Anthony from Acton.
Barbie. Sorry?
Sorry?
What did you say?
Nothing?
It broke up.
Good.
I think you were being abusive.
No.
Hey, by the way, you're going to get loads of complaints tomorrow with old Ofcom.
No, we're not going to get any complaints at all. We've got Harry Bow, we've got Chavy Vicky, we've got Erin, and we've got Debbie, and we will take more of your calls after the Kings of Leon.
Single book of matches gonna burn what's standing in the way. Right down the mountain, another calling on the fire brigade. Bury all the pictures and tell the kids that I'm okay. If and I'm forgotten, you'll remember me for today. All the black inside me is slowly seeping from the bone. Everything I cherish is slowly dying or it's gone. Little shaken babies and drunkards seem to all agree. Once a show gets started, it's bound to be a sight to see. I won't ever be your cornerstone.
Absolute Radio.
It's back on Absolute Radio Extra this Saturday afternoon. Rock and Roll Football Live. Join me, Russ Williams, from 1:30 for all the build-up to this weekend's big game, Manchester United against Wigan. And then at 3, we've got commentary from Jim Proudfoot. Plus, we'll get your views on the phones with Iain Wright from 5. Hear all this on DAB Digital Radio and on 12:15 AM.
With Sky. Only Sky have over 50 high-definition channels, including amazing Sky Sport HD.
It all kicks off Saturday afternoon from 1:30 on Absolute Radio Extra.
At Best Buy, the world's leading technology store, any gifts you buy in-store now can be returned right up until January 9th. So, Gran will have plenty of time to swap her new iPod Shuffle for Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Extended returns over Christmas. This is how it works at Best Buy. Find your nearest store at bestbuy.co.uk.
Right, well, you know, you got the wooden flooring, that's going to add a fair bit, and the panelling don't come cheap, but I should be able to knock a little bit off for labour, so let me have a little look, say £5,467.19.
Turn estimated bills into accurate ones with our online Energy Smart service. You'll only pay for the energy you use each month, putting you firmly in control. Find out more at britishgas.co.uk. Look after your world with British Gas. Exclusions apply.
I am the genie of the lamp. What is your first wish?
I'd like a new sofa before Christmas.
Well, if you go to DFS, you can get a new sofa in time for Christmas. Your second wish?
Well, I would like it half price.
DFS. Third wish?
4 years free credit and a whole year payment free, please.
Again, DFS. Being a genie isn't what it used to be.
The half-price winter collection with guaranteed Christmas delivery on many sofas must end soon at DFS. To find your new sofa or your nearest store, visit dfs.co.uk. Typical 0% APR credit subject to acceptance.
The all-new Samsung Galaxy tablet with 7-inch screen and flash support is just $489.99. Only until November 30th at Best Buy stores nationwide and bestbuy.co.uk.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing called life. Electric word, life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterworld. A world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, doctor, everything will be alright. Instead of asking how much of your time is left, ask him how much of your mind, baby. Cause in this life, things are much harder than in the afterworld. This life, you're on your own. And if the elevator tries to break you down, go crazy, punch a higher floor. Don't lie, the world you're living in. Take a look around, at least you got friends. I call my old lady for a friendly word. She picked up the phone, dropped it on the floor. It's all I heard. I'm gonna let the elevator break us down. Oh no, let's go crazy. Let's get nuts. Look for the purple, but then I do they put us in the trouble. Let's go.
It's nearly the weekend, which is exciting. Mark Crosby, Stills and Nash will be on at 1 o'clock. Let's rattle through these Muppets we have waiting here, shall we? Bauer, what do you want, Bauer?
I'm talking about waffles.
That old chestnut never gets boring.
Well, no. Before I attempt to say anything remotely interesting, which will inevitably fail,
Yeah.
can I just say what a nice man Mark is?
Sucking up to the staff, that's never...
No.
Yeah,
I've been on hold for, I think it's, just over an hour.
60 minutes and 46 seconds.
60 minutes, 46. And he came on about 10 minutes ago and said, sorry, Harry, for the wait. I was just checking if you're okay.
Okay, well then, and are you okay? You haven't slipped and hurt yourself or anything like that?
No, I'm tucked up safely in bed.
Okay, well done. Good.
Isn't that a lovely thought?
Not really.
Oh. Right.
I have to give him a fiver as well to say that.
Okay, well done.
I haven't received these funds.
Bauer, get to the point.
Well, there wasn't really one.
Okay. That's an hour wasted. This young lad's going to get the same short shrift. Yes, Darren?
Ian, how's your day been?
It's been all right.
Looking forward to moving house, are we?
That's creepy. that's a creepy question.
And a creepy laugh. And again.
Yeah.
What do you think of 3D movies?
Waste of time?
Really? So, did you know 1 in 10 people can't see 3D movies?
Where did you get this statistic from?
My science teacher.
Okay, and where did he get that statistic from?
Wikipedia.
Whee.
There we go.
Whee. I have a bouncer story.
Does it involve you?
Yes. It does.
You're too young to be in any situation where a bouncer might be present.
Oh, no. You'll be wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Went to a holiday resort, yes. My parents were inside the entertainment facility with...
Why are you speaking like a robot?
Oh, because my dad's just slowly creeping past. Try not to trip over the wire. Yeah, anyway, where was I? Yes, no.
It's in the middle of a really boring story, right? Yes.
Okay, I went to a holiday resort.
Yes.
My parents were inside the entertainment facility with my pass. Now, I'd walked out. 5 minutes later, when I came back...
I'm going to ask you a question, Aaron, and I want an honest answer.
Yes.
Does this story, in any way, get interesting?
Well, to cut a long story short, he wouldn't let me in. I waited in the cold.
Thank you very much. There we go. So we got to the meat and 2 veg of that story eventually, so that's the main thing. Let's go to Debbie in Dorking. Good evening, Debbie.
No.
Yes.
You're still wrong.
No,
I
I'm...
moved.
Right. What? What's going on here?
I moved to Red Hill.
We're doing Drunk Mums next week.
Oh, okay. I'll come on next week. Okay.
Okay, so Debbie in Red Hill.
My dad lives in Red Hill.
Oh, do you know Mark's dad, Debbie?
I might do.
Okay,
I don't know the way you said that.
Yeah, that's...
Again, creepy.
Yeah, that's nice. All right then, Debbie, so go on. Let's
Okay, no,
yes.
it was just about the Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
And the film.
Yes.
So if you read the book...
Yeah.
You don't have that problem with the tunnelling thing.
Yes. It's a Stephen King book, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to read the book before you watch the film.
Well, I've seen the film now several times.
Well, at least read the book.
Okay, well, I might do one. I like a bit of Stephen King. I always find his endings are a little bit weak, but I might have a...
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, they're not.
They are?
You
obviously never read the Tommy Knockers. You obviously never read the Tommy Knockers, It, The Stand...
I've read every Stephen King book.
Well, then you'll know that his endings are always quite weak.
No, they're not.
And the Tommy Knockers, right? They spend the whole book digging up this bloody spaceship. Then the last 5 pages, it just flies off. That's it. That's it.
I have to say that was one of his weaker books.
Yeah, it was good up until then.
Well, no, it's still one of his weaker books.
Okay.
Have you read Under the Dome or The Dome?
No, because it got terrible
the
reviews.
Latest one. Oh no, it's really good.
Isn't it the same story as the Simpsons movie?
I think they might have pinched you off him.
Oh, okay. All right, Debbie. Well, you love Stephen. I only said Stephen Hawking then, which we all love Stephen Hawking. Stephen King. I do like Stephen King, but I just find his last 20 pages he kind of gives up a little bit.
Oh no, you have to look for the happy ending.
Or the weird ending, one of the two.
I will do that, Debbie, one day. I will do that. Thank you very much. I'm rattling through these because we're running out of time. Bauer, I just cut you off.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Let's go to... I wouldn't bother with line 14. Wouldn't bother. Let's go to line 13. Hello, line 13. It's Chavy Vicky.
Hello.
Hello, Vicky.
Line 13 again.
Yes.
Oh. There's two reasons I called.
Yes.
One was to discuss the quality of your callers at the moment.
What are you saying?
Well, actually, three things.
Okay.
Yeah. Mark's lovely.
Yeah.
And he's very, very attentive when you're waiting online.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that.
All right, so that's one thing. Two more things.
Right, the second is the quality of your callers.
Hang on
What
one
the
second.
hell is
Hang on
going
one
with
second.
What?
Harry Bauer, I just cut you off twice.
You're a
And a third time. There we go. Yes, Vicky. The quality of the callers.
Yeah, they've gone like, is it a full moon or something?
It's been a bit weird tonight, hasn't it?
Well, yesterday it was completely mental. Today it's the
Yeah.
same.
I'm a bit tired tonight. Does that have any effect on it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you can't predict who's going to call in.
No.
And it's just generally there's nutters calling in.
Yeah.
And Andre wasn't drunk.
Well, not as drunk as normal.
Well, yeah, no, he sounded pretty sober to me.
Line 1, what do you want?
Does David still work at Absolute?
Yes.
If I send him a Christmas card, could you pass it on to him, please?
With great pleasure. Why would you want to send him a Christmas card?
It'll be a nice one. You'll love it.
All right, then. Well, certainly, Rob.
I've got a new camera.
Oh, Jesus. I don't want to know that. So, your third and final point, Vicky?
My third and final point is, if I was passing your little radio station...
Hang on one second. Bauer, go away.
I don't...
There we go. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, if I was passing
Hang on. Line 1.
I just wanted to say, would you like a chocolate cake?
A what?
A chocolate cake.
What does that mean?
A chocolate cake.
What does that mean?
It's a chocolate cake.
But what does it mean?
Something you ram down your throat. A chocolate cake.
Okay, no, it's... Go on, Vicky. Sorry, Vicky.
That proved my point.
Go on, Vicky.
Yeah, if I was passing Absolute...
Hang on. Line 2, yes? Line 2.
Hello, Ian.
Yes, hello, line 2.
It's Christian. I spoke to you last night.
Yeah, big up yourself, Christian.
How you doing?
Yes.
Oh, man, I was feeling ill today.
Yeah, go on, tell us what happened.
Oh, I was very, very hungover.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, wasn't good. Wasn't good. And I may have been a little bit sick on the train.
Oh, no! Train sick.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that colourful image you've put in our heads.
Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you before I go to bed.
Thank you, Christian. Right, well, that's it. Right, Vicky.
Yeah.
Let's get to the thrust of the point, please,
Yeah.
because blooming Mark Crosley's on soon.
So if I'm passing, are you going to let me in?
If what, sorry?
If I'm passing...
Back on Monday. Get the podcast if you want. Monday at 11. Ta-ta.
Well, how's your view of things today?